Hello viewers. In today's video, we're diving into the world of America's most iconic and collectible coins, the Lincoln Wheat Pennies. These humble 1-cent pieces have a history that stretches back over a century, but among them are a few ultra-rare treasures worth far more than their face value. We're exploring the 6 most valuable and expensive United States wheat pennies ever discovered. You'll want to watch closely. One of these rare finds could be worth a small fortune. First up, we explore the fascinating world of America's most sought-after coins. In one of the most intriguing and often overlooked pieces of U.S. coinage, the 1939 wheat penny without a mint mark. At first glance, it might seem like an ordinary old cent, especially when found in very dirty or worn condition. But beneath that layer of grime lies a story of rarity, history, and unexpected value that continues to capture the attention of coin collectors across the nation. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just beginning your collecting journey, the 1939 wheat penny offers a blend of historical charm, classic design, and market appeal that makes it truly worth a closer look. The 1939 Lincoln wheat penny comes from a period when the United States Mint was producing large quantities of coins during the late Great Depression era. Struck in Philadelphia, this coin bears no mint mark, which was typical for coins produced at the main mint facility. The economic climate of the late 1930s was improving, and as the country began recovering from the Depression, coin production reflected renewed optimism. Over 316 million of these cents were minted that year, but despite the large number, finding one in collectible condition, especially with original luster intact, has become a challenge over time. Most 1939 pennies circulated heavily for decades, often being exposed to the elements, moisture, and handling, which explains why so many surviving examples today appear dark, dirty, or corroded. When examining a 1939 wheat penny, the beauty lies in its simplicity and symbolism. The obverse features Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Lincoln's birth. His detailed facial profile remains one of the most recognized designs in American coinage. The inscriptions "In God We Trust" arch above his head, with liberty to the left and the date 1939 to the right. On the reverse, the coin displays 2 graceful wheat stalks on either side, surrounding the denomination 1 cent and the words United States of America. Above them rests the Latin phrase E pluribus unum. The classic wheat ears symbolize prosperity and growth, fitting for a nation that was slowly emerging from hardship. Even in dirty condition, collectors can often spot the faint wheat lines or parts of the bold lettering, helping to authenticate genuine circulation strikes. The rarity of the 1939 wheat penny without a mint mark isn't tied to an extremely low mintage, but rather to how few high-quality examples have survived. The majority were used extensively in commerce and never set aside in mint condition. Coins that remain today often display heavy wear, oxidation, or dull brown surfaces. Uncirculated examples, particularly those with red or red-brown toning, are considerably scarce and command premium prices. Even coins that are dirty or heavily toned can attract collectors if they maintain clear details and minimal damage. What makes this coin stand out in the Wheat Penny series is its place in a transitional era of American minting. The 1939 penny represents the steady recovery period before the onset of World War II, when copper resources would soon become vital for wartime production. Collectors appreciate this coin not just for its design, but for what it represents, a moment of resilience and continuity in U.S. history. The Wheat Penny series as a whole, spanning from 1909 to 1958, remains one of the most beloved in all of numismatics. In today's market, the value of a 1939 no-mint mark wheat penny can vary widely depending on its grade and appearance. A very dirty or heavily circulated example typically sells for around $1,000 to $2,000, primarily as a collectible or for nostalgic value. Coins that are in better condition, with visible details and less corrosion, may range from $3,000 to $5,000. However, in uncirculated condition with full red color, prices can climb significantly, reaching $6,000 to $8,000 for coins graded MS 63 to MS 65. Exceptional examples certified by professional grading services showing brilliant red surfaces and sharp strikes can sell for over $9,500. The highest auction prices often come from coins that have been carefully preserved and show minimal signs of oxidation or contact marks. Dirty coins, when properly cleaned and conserved by experts, never by amateurs, sometimes reveal surprising original detail beneath the surface, potentially increasing their worth. The 1939 no-mint mark Wheat Penny is a coin that quietly bridges America's journey from depression to strength. Its simple design, durable composition, and connection to Abraham Lincoln make it a timeless collectible. Even in very dirty condition, it holds both sentimental and historical value, a small copper witness to an era of change. For new collectors, it offers an affordable entry point into classic U.S. coinage, while for seasoned numismatists, it remains a rewarding piece to study and preserve. And if you think this coin story is fascinating, stay tuned, because next we'll uncover another hidden gem in American coinage, a coin whose rarity and value might just surprise you even more. And secondly, we're deep dive into the world of numismatic treasures. A penny so rare and so valuable, the legendary 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny, specifically the no-mint mark Philadelphia issue, but not just any one. This is the story of an extraordinary mint error, a coin that is the holy grail for Lincoln cent specialists and a testament to how a single mistake in the minting process can create a million-dollar legend. The 1940 Wheat Penny is a common coin in its standard form, with over 586 million struck at the Philadelphia Mint alone, making it a coin you can easily find in any old collection or roll hunt. Its collectability in the normal sense is minimal, worth only a few cents to a few dollars in most circulated grades. However, the specific coin we are discussing today is what transforms this common date into an unparalleled numismatic superstar. Its immense value stems from a dramatic and catastrophic minting error where the coin was struck on a planchet or blank, intended for a foreign silver coin, likely a Netherlands 10 or 25-cent piece. This error resulted in a coin that is visibly different in its fundamental structure. It is struck on a smaller, thicker, and improperly prepared piece of metal, making it one of the most dramatic and desirable errors in the entire series. To understand the context, the Philadelphia Mint in 1940 was a hub of immense activity, producing coinage for a nation still emerging from the Great Depression and on the verge of global war. The sheer volume of coins being produced created an environment where errors, though still incredibly rare, could occur. Planchets for different denominations, and even for foreign governments, that the U.S. minted coins for were all present in the facility. In this bustling environment, a blank for a small silver coin was mistakenly fed into the press set up for striking Lincoln cents. The design details are the familiar Brenner motifs we all know. The dignified profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1940, and the two wheat stalks flanking the words 1 cent and "E pluribus unum" on the reverse. What makes this coin unique is how these designs interact with the incorrect planchet. Because the silver planchet was smaller in diameter than a standard cent, the design strikes up weakly at the edges, and the coin lacks a proper rim. The metal, being a different composition, would have a different color and texture, and the coin itself would feel abnormally thick and heavy in the hand. Even in a very dirty condition, these fundamental physical characteristics, the small size, the thickness, and the misaligned mushy strike, would be the dead giveaways that this is no ordinary penny. When we talk about the rarity and survival of this specific error, we are dealing with numbers that border on the mythical. It is believed that only 4 to 6 examples of the 1940 Lincoln cent on a foreign silver planchet are known to have escaped the mint. Each known specimen is catalogued and tracked by major grading services, and their appearance on the market is a generational event. The survival of any example, even one described as very dirty and heavily circulated, is a minor miracle. For a coin of this stature, its condition is almost irrelevant to its core value. The collector demand for this coin is at the absolute peak of the numismatic world. It stands out in the Wheat Penny series not as a variation in the design, but as a monumental mint error. It is a king of the series, a coin that would be the immediate centerpiece of the most advanced Lincoln cent collection ever assembled. Its appeal transcends the series itself, attracting error specialists, pattern and trial piece collectors, and investors seeking the rarest and most significant United States coins. The combination of the common date facade with an error of this magnitude creates a perfect storm of desirability, making it a trophy asset that represents the pinnacle of the hobby. Now let's talk about the part everyone waits for, the detailed explanation of its current market value. For a coin this rare, Prices are not set by a simple price guide, but by historic, headline-making auction results. Even in a heavily worn, very dirty, and low-grade state, this coin exists in a financial stratosphere far beyond most people's imagination. If a specimen in a details grade, such as environmental damage or corrosion, were to come to auction, it would easily command a price in the range of $300,000 to $500,000. For a specimen that has been professionally graded in a state of good form, the value would catapult to a staggering $600,000 to $750,000. For those dreaming of the ultimate find, the collecting tips for this coin are more about mindset and knowledge than actual searching. You will not find this coin in a bankroll. The known examples have been accounted for by the numismatic community for decades. Your focus should be on education and understanding the specific diagnostics, the reduced diameter, the unusual thickness, and the weak, distorted strike. If you are ever handling a 1940 cent that feels fundamentally wrong and looks off, do not dismiss it. However, any potential discovery would require immediate authentication by either PCGS or NGC. The true hunt for most collectors is to simply have the opportunity to see one in person at a major coin show or to follow its journey when it appears at a prestigious auction, living vicariously through the few who can pursue such a legendary piece. The 1940 Lincoln Wheat Penny struck on a foreign silver planchet is a numismatic paradox, a common date transformed into an ultra-rare masterpiece by a minting mistake. Its importance is defined by its legendary rarity, its dramatic error, and its staggering market value that captivates both new collectors, who are drawn in by the incredible what-if story, and seasoned veterans, who recognize it as one of the ultimate trophies in all of American coinage. The story of the 1940 error cent shows us that a penny can be worth a fortune. But what about a coin that is literally made of the wrong metal altogether? In our next video, we will be examining the famous 1943 bronze Lincoln cent, the copper penny that was never supposed to be made, a coin so elusive and valuable that its very existence was once thought to be a myth. The story of how these coins slipped through during the switch to steel planchets is one you won't want to miss. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. And thirdly, we're going to explore the 1951 Wheat Penny with the Denver D Mint mark. Stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in the world of American numismatics, captivating collectors with its historical significance and enduring charm. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin represents the final years of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. For enthusiasts, the 1951 D Wheat Penny is more than just a cent. It's a small yet powerful artifact that reflects the resilience of post-war America. Its combination of classic design, scarcity in high grades, and nostalgic appeal has cemented its reputation as a prized treasure for serious collectors and investors alike. Minted in the early 1950s, the 1951 D Wheat Penny emerged during a time of economic growth and recovery in the United States following World War II. The Denver Mint, marked by the distinctive D below the date, played a critical role in producing coins to meet the growing demands of a rapidly expanding nation. Each coin carries with it the story of a nation moving forward with confidence, and this historical context adds immense sentimental value to its tangible presence. Collectors often regard the 1951 D penny as a bridge between two eras, one rooted in the simplicity of early 20th century coinage, and another moving toward the modern designs that would soon define U.S. currency. The design of the 1951 D Wheat Penny remains one of the most iconic in American coinage. The obverse features Victor David Brenner's timeless portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. His profile is rendered with precision and dignity, symbolizing leadership and unity. On the reverse, two wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent and United States of America, accompanied by the motto, E pluribus unum. This simple yet powerful imagery reflects the agricultural backbone of the nation and the enduring ideals of liberty and labor. The coin's composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc gives it a warm, rich tone that deepens with age, adding to its visual and historical appeal. Rarity plays a defining role in the value of the 1951 D Wheat Penny. Although over 625 million pieces were struck, finding examples in pristine uncirculated condition is a true challenge. Most circulated coins show significant wear, discoloration, and surface dirt, especially those that have survived decades of handling. Collectors particularly prize coins with full details, sharp strikes, and minimal blemishes. Even in very dirty or heavily circulated condition, a 1951 D penny holds nostalgic and collectible worth. However, exceptional specimens, especially those graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services, are significantly more desirable. Certain die varieties, such as minor doubling on the date or lettering, can further increase rarity and collector interest. When it comes to market value, the 1951 D Wheat Penny demonstrates steady appreciation driven by sustained collector demand. While circulated examples might be worth only a few cents, higher-grade coins in excellent condition or with unique varieties can command prices ranging from $1,000 to $8,000, depending on certification, visual appeal, and provenance. Auction results have shown that rare, uncirculated pieces with a deep red luster and minimal marks continue to attract premium bids. Factors such as strong eye appeal, rarity of the die variety, and clear mint mark definition can greatly enhance the coin's overall value. As interest in mid-century American coinage grows, the 1951 D stands as a consistent performer in the collector market. For collectors seeking to add the 1951 D Wheat Penny to their collection, careful consideration and knowledge are key. Prioritize certified coins graded by reputable agencies like PCGS or NGC to ensure authenticity and condition accuracy. Examine details closely, especially around the mint mark and lettering, where die anomalies or doubling can occur. Proper storage is essential. Coins should be placed in airtight holders to prevent oxidation and dirt accumulation, especially since copper is prone to discoloration. Engaging with collector communities and staying updated with market trends can help identify undervalued pieces and provide insights into upcoming auctions or private sales. The 1951 D Wheat Penny's enduring appeal lies in its perfect blend of artistry, history, and rarity. It captures the spirit of an era when the United States was defining its post-war identity, and each coin reflects the craftsmanship and care of the Denver Mint. Whether admired for its clean design, the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, or its steadily rising market value, the 1951 D penny remains an essential addition to any serious coin collection. Its warm copper tones and historical depth continue to draw both novice and experienced collectors into the world of numismatics. Beyond its historical and aesthetic appeal, the 1951 D Wheat Penny also represents a crucial turning point in American coin production. By the early 1950s, technological improvements in minting allowed for more precise strikes and consistent quality. Yet even within these advancements, minor variations and striking errors occurred. These subtle imperfections, such as off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, and die cracks, have become valuable finds for collectors. Such anomalies make certain 1951 D pennies ultra-rare and highly desirable, especially when authenticated by grading services. Equally important is the 1951 D Wheat Penny's role as a cornerstone in long-term collecting and investment portfolios. Copper-based coins, particularly those from the mid-20th century, have shown consistent demand due to their durability and connection to American heritage. As fewer high-grade wheat pennies remain in circulation, their scarcity naturally drives prices upward. Experienced numismatists view the 1951 D as a strong entry point into serious coin collecting, offering both affordability in lower grades and significant profit potential in premium condition. Its continued appreciation in value reflects broader trends in the numismatic market, where collectors seek not just rarity, but historical depth and visual integrity. The 1951 D Wheat Penny is more than a piece of currency, it's a story preserved in metal. Its historical context, artistic beauty, and rarity make it one of the most fascinating coins from the wheat cent era. Collectors cherish it as a tangible connection to America's past and a sound investment for the future. For those passionate about rare coins and timeless treasures, the 1951 D Wheat Penny stands proudly among the enduring icons of U.S. numismatic history, symbolizing both the nation's heritage and the collector's enduring pursuit of excellence. And fourthly, we're exploring the United States' rare 1955 Wheat Penny with the Denver D Mint mark. Stands as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after pieces in the realm of numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its unique story and remarkable status as a prized treasure. This particular coin, emerging from the Denver Mint, holds a special allure that transcends its humble face value, drawing collectors into a narrative filled with historical intrigue and numismatic excellence. Its appeal is magnified by the convergence of a key date, a desirable mint mark, and a condition that tells a tale of its own, making it a centerpiece for any serious collection of Lincoln cents. The current market demand for this coin remains consistently strong, fueled by its reputation and the dedicated community of collectors who recognize its significant place in American coinage history. Pursuing this penny is not merely an acquisition, but a journey into a rich chapter of mid-century America, offering a tangible piece of the past that continues to resonate deeply with numismatists worldwide. The historical context of the 1955 Wheat Penny is deeply rooted in the post-war economic landscape of the United States, a period marked by both prosperity and the subtle beginnings of change. Minted at the Denver facility, this coin was produced during the final years of the original wheat reverse design, which had been a stable feature on the Lincoln cent since 1909. The year 1955 itself was a time of cultural shift and automotive boom, yet for the coinage system, it was business as usual, with over 1 billion pennies struck at Denver alone. This very commonality for most 1955 cents makes the search for high-quality examples a thrilling challenge, as the vast majority entered circulation and were subjected to wear and tear. The coin does not commemorate a specific event or figure beyond the enduring legacy of President Abraham Lincoln and Victor David Brenner's iconic design, but it serves as a tangible connection to the everyday life of 1950s America, a last hurrah for a design that would soon be replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959. This coin's unique features are defined by its classic and beloved design, which has become an icon of American numismatics. The obverse features the dignified profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a design crafted by Victor David Brenner that has inspired the public for decades. The reverse showcases the two simple yet elegant wheat stalks encircling the denominations, a design that gives the series its popular name. Struck in a bronze composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin possesses a substantial feel and weight that modern counterparts lack. The key visual element for this specific coin is the prominent D mint mark located on the reverse, just below the date on the obverse, signifying its origin at the Denver Mint. While a coin in very dirty condition may not exhibit the full luster of a mint state example, the underlying design details remain critically important, and the patina of age and circulation can add a layer of character that appeals to many collectors who appreciate a coin with a visible history. The rarity and condition of the 1955 Wheat Penny present a compelling numismatic puzzle. While the Denver Mint produced a substantial mintage, the passage of time and the effects of circulation have taken a severe toll on the population of high-grade specimens. A coin described as being in very dirty condition is one that has seen extensive commercial use, its surfaces darkened by grime, environmental exposure, and the hands of countless individuals. Finding such a coin with all its design details intact beneath the dirt is the primary challenge. The wear must be even, and the features like Lincoln's cheek and the wheat stalks on the reverse must not be excessively smoothed away. The rarity of this date in any condition better than heavily worn is significant, and even a problem coin with honest, original dirt can be desirable if the underlying surfaces are sound. This scarcity in collectible states is what drives intense demand, as numismatists compete for the few examples that have survived the decades without being cleaned, damaged, or lost entirely. When considering the market value for a 1955 Wheat Penny in very dirty condition, it is crucial to understand that its worth is almost entirely dependent on the specific details hidden beneath the surface grime. A heavily worn and dirty example that grades good for might only be valued in the range of $10 to $20, as it is still a semi-key date, but relatively available in lower grades. However, the value can increase dramatically if the coin, once conserved by a professional, reveals a much higher grade of wear, such as extremely fine or even about uncirculated. In such cases, the potential value could realistically range from $100 to over $500, as the coin transforms from a common circulated piece into a premium example of a semi-key date. The most significant value booster would be the discovery of a rare variety, such as the 1955 double die obverse, but this is exceptionally unlikely as that variety is associated with the Philadelphia Mint. For a standard 1955 the The market value is a direct reflection of its grade after the condition is properly assessed, with collectors willing to pay substantial premiums for coins that present well for their grade and possess original, untouched surfaces, even if they are dirty. For collectors aspiring to add this notable coin to their holdings, several strategic tips can guide a successful and rewarding pursuit. The foremost advice is to prioritize coins that have been certified and graded by a reputable third-party service, such as PCGS or NGC, as this removes the uncertainty surrounding the coin's authenticity and true condition hidden by the dirt. If considering a raw, ungraded coin, it is essential to inspect it carefully for the strength of the mint mark and the date, and to ensure that the dirt is not masking any serious damage like corrosion, deep scratches, or cleaning attempts. Purchasing from established and reputable dealers or recognized auction houses provides a layer of security and guarantees authenticity. Once acquired, proper storage is non-negotiable. The coin should be housed in an inert plastic holder to protect it from further environmental damage and to preserve its current state. Engaging with the wider numismatic community, whether through clubs, online forums, or major coin shows, can provide invaluable insights, market trends, and potential opportunities to acquire this desirable piece from a trusted source. The 1955 Wheat Penny in very dirty condition represents a captivating blend of American history, classic artistry, and intriguing numismatic challenge. It stands as a prized collectible that embodies the final era of a beloved coin design, offering a tangible link to the everyday commerce of the 1950s. Its value is not merely in its metallic content or face value, but in its story and its scarcity in any condition that hints at its original state. For the dedicated collector, the pursuit of this coin is a rewarding endeavor, promising the thrill of the hunt and the satisfaction of preserving a significant piece of national heritage. Its lasting appeal and strong market performance underscore its status as a cornerstone of any comprehensive Lincoln cent collection, a coin that continues to captivate and inspire numismatists around the globe with its enduring legacy and undeniable charm. And at the end, we're going to explore the United States. The 1957 Wheat Penny with the Denver D Mint mark is one of those coins that can turn a forgotten piece of copper into a symbol of unimaginable fortune. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin carries the D Mint mark just below the date on the obverse side, right under Lincoln's portrait. While millions were minted, a select few have mysterious qualities that make collectors go wild. Errors, double dies, and minting imperfections that can multiply a penny's value thousands of times over. Even if your coin looks dirty, dull, or worn, don't underestimate it. Some of these pennies, pulled from change jars and old piggy banks, have shocked the numismatic world by fetching jaw-dropping sums at auctions. It's not just about the shine or condition. It's about rarity, historical charm, and the story each coin tells. In today's coin market, certain 1957 Wheat pennies have crossed from being pocket change to luxury investments worth staggering amounts. That's why coin experts say, never ignore a wheat penny, because you might be holding a hidden treasure capable of changing your financial story forever. The story of the 1957 Wheat Penny begins in a period of post-war prosperity when America's economy was booming and coin production was at its peak. The Denver Mint produced over 1 billion of these pennies, yet not all were created equal. Some pieces were struck using worn dies, leading to rare mint errors such as double-struck details, repunched mint marks, and misaligned dies that today are pure gold for collectors. Even in dirty or heavily circulated condition, a rare error 1957, D-penny can command massive prices in private sales and online auctions. These errors make each coin unique, like a fingerprint from history. Collectors love the wheat design, featuring 2 stalks of wheat on the reverse, symbolizing abundance, strength, and America's agricultural heritage. It's not just copper, it's a piece of the nation's story, pressed into metal. Imagine discovering a rare repunched mint mark variant among your coins and realizing it's worth thousands, maybe even more. That single coin could transform from forgotten dust to your next big financial surprise. That's the thrill of coin hunting, and what makes the 1957 Wheat Penny so captivating. One reason the 1957 Wheat Penny commands such attention is its connection to the end of an era. By 1958, the U.S. Mint retired the wheat reverse design and replaced it with the Lincoln Memorial design, making 1957 the last full production year of the beloved wheat ears motif. That transition elevated the 1957 D to a symbol of nostalgia among collectors. It represents the closing chapter of an American classic, an icon that carried Lincoln's image for nearly half a century. Over time, collectors realized how emotionally powerful this design was and began seeking pristine examples. Yet, even the dirtiest coins can carry value if they display rare features. Some specimens struck with misaligned dies or double impressions have sold for thousands. The coin's history, artistry, and transitional significance make it a key target for investors who see beyond condition. For them, every 1957 Wheat penny is a tangible relic of a golden age, proof that small things can carry immense meaning and potentially immense wealth. What makes the 1957 Wheat penny even more intriguing is how unpredictable its market value can be. Coins that once seemed worthless can suddenly skyrocket in value when a new variety or minting anomaly is discovered. One tiny imperfection, a slight doubling on the date, a die crack near Lincoln's shoulder, or an unusual mint mark, can make collectors compete fiercely to own it. In circulated condition, a normal 1957 Wheat penny may bring only a few cents, but rare varieties have fetched sums exceeding $10,000 or more depending on condition and certification. Coin grading agencies like PCGS and NGC have confirmed that top-graded specimens in mint state condition can sell for enormous prices due to collector demand. Collectors often refer to the 1957 Wheat penny as a gateway coin, the piece that sparks lifelong interest in numismatics. It's easy to overlook, yet it's a coin with depth and hidden power. The copper composition, combined with the Denver Mint's distinctive strike style, gives each piece its own character. Over time, coins develop unique patinas and color variations that add to their individuality. Those who find these coins often don't realize that a dirty, aged look doesn't necessarily reduce value. Sometimes it enhances it by signaling originality and untouched surfaces. Cleaning coins destroys that authenticity and can dramatically lower their worth. The most expensive 1957 Wheat pennies are those preserved naturally, retaining original detail even through dirt and wear. Collectors and investors compete for such coins because they tell a story untouched by modern hands. That's what turns a simple penny into an artifact, and an artifact into a financial opportunity waiting to be recognized. Across the world of rare coins, stories abound of ordinary people finding extraordinary wealth through forgotten pennies. A 1957 Wheat penny discovered in an attic, stored in a jar for decades, once sold for thousands after being authenticated for a unique double die error. The lesson: rarity hides where you least expect it. In 2025's hot coin market, collectors are paying record prices for historical coins with unique minting quirks. The demand for rare wheat pennies has never been higher, fueled by investors who see them as tangible assets immune to inflation. It's a collector's dream, small, durable, and packed with value that can rise over time. The thrill isn't just in the profit, but in the mystery. Every 1957 you inspect carries a silent question. Is this the one? Maybe it's sitting right now in your old coin jar, blending in with modern sense, waiting for someone to recognize its true worth. That's what makes the hunt exciting and the discovery unforgettable. Let's talk numbers. While standard 1957 Wheat pennies in average condition may sell for around 10 to 50 cents, exceptional examples graded MS67 or higher can reach staggering prices exceeding $7,000 to $12,000 depending on the auction. Add a visible minting error, and the price can climb dramatically. Double-struck coins, or those with repunched mint marks, have appeared in private sales for tens of thousands. Some dealers even speculate that ultra-rare, flawless examples could breach six-figure territory if reintroduced into the market today. That's why experts constantly monitor price guides and auction results. Market trends shift fast. What sells for a few hundred this year might fetch thousands next year. Beyond its monetary worth, the 1957 So before you dismiss that old dirty penny sitting in a jar, take a second look. It might not just be a piece of metal. It could be a financial miracle waiting for recognition. The 1957 Wheat penny reminds us that fortune often hides in the simplest forms. Check your old piggy banks, search your drawers, dig through inherited collections, and never assume anything is worthless. History has shown that coins like these can transform ordinary people into overnight millionaires when the right variety meets the right buyer. Every collector's success story starts with curiosity and a single coin. The thrill, the surprise, and the potential wealth make the 1957 Wheat Penny one of the most captivating coins in the numismatic world. So keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass ready, and your mind curious, because the next coin you find could be worth more than you ever imagined, and it might just change your life forever.